Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nintendo Pow Block here on Boss Rush Network. I'm your host, and I say excited interview. Joining me is the one, the only bossman himself, Mr. Corey Dirrig. Hello, good sir.
Hello, Edward. Shocking, we're recording after midnight again.
Yes, it actually just started snowing here in my area. It's like, we was going all day without no snow. The weather was warming up, the snow was melting, and now this.
Yep, doesn't like you. It's fine. So,
what did I do?
I don't know, something, I'm sure.
Well, I got some exciting news, but I'm going to say that for Playing with Power.
Oh, no.
And yeah.
I'm concerned.
Why are you concerned for?
I don't know. Just him.
Well, I know I was having to work on Sunday morning now, but I don't have to work Sunday morning, so I'm able to go to church. Especially for me, and then go to work. So I'm just like, yes, I can sleep in a little bit on Sunday, not having to be up at 5:30 in the morning. So,
well,
yeah.
Well,
but we have some games to talk about, some news to discuss. So Corey,
nope.
What you mean, nope?
I don't know, man. I'm tired. Leave me alone.
A nice Zelda drawing that you did. I'm super excited.
It's fine. I think I'm going to throw it away.
No, you're not.
I don't like it that much.
Bah. Did you decide on what's next?
Nope.
I offer my recommendations, and I didn't get nothing. So,
I mean, I saw your recommendations. I just ignored them.
You asked me the questions. What you should do next, and I gave you recommendations.
I would have acknowledged it if they were good ideas.
I have a feel like even if I would have gave you anything, I think you would have been like, nope, never mind.
Probably.
Why? I give good recommendations.
I don't know. You'll get over it. Don't worry about it.
But you asked me.
Not me.
Corey Dirrig.
What do you want? Leave me alone. This episode's over. I'm tired.
Okay. I won't push it any further. Well, everybody, Corey, let's get into Snacktendo. Anything you been snacking on?
Not really. No, not this week. Nothing for me. I had pizza tonight, but that's about it.
I did too. I went to a bowling alley today just for a little bit, and had some of their pizza, which was really good. And then decided to get Domino's Supreme because they have 50% off their like specialty pizzas, and I got it like tavern cut. That's like the 4 squares and stuff. I didn't get it pie cut or anything. Really good. I was just like, man, just had a taste for it. I know that M&M's have came out with the honey peanut M&M's. So it's like honey roasted peanuts. Everybody just covering M&M. I know they came out. Someone bought them all from one box, but we have another box with them, so I'll have to try them. Bad thing is that it's the share size. They don't have us like a small size, like to really try them out. So I'm going to try them sometime in the future. But pretty much nothing too dramatic, nothing like really new and stuff. I probably would do that Sunday. And talk about it on the next Pow Block. Eating something different. So yeah, you're pretty much kind of not much in the Snacktendo department for me neither. And stuff.
Fail, Ed. You failed.
But there's all the holiday stuff that's out. It's nothing new. I had it all.
I like the excuse.
So, like, what is there to try? Um,
I don't know.
so, well, how about we get into playing with power?
I think this is the fastest we've ever gotten to playing with power ever on this show.
It looks like you're trying to get through this episode quickly.
No, I'm just I just noted it's just we're already there. So I don't know. Uh, anyways,
Well, um, for me, I finished Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment.
yes. Now we can do the spoiler cast.
Was everybody waiting for me? Did
Yes,
Stephanie?
I'm
Oh,
always
I did.
waiting on you, Ed.
Well, I didn't know Stephanie finished it or
Oh, I don't know
anything.
if she finished it or not.
Okay, all right. So yes, I finished
I'm just
Age
gonna
of
say she
Imprisonment.
finished it to make you feel bad that we were waiting on you.
Thank you. Um, wow, what an ending. They did do the drag out long part and everything, but I did like how they kind of ended both stories of both characters and everything. Um, I kind of wish though they showed spoiler alert everybody, a scene with Zelda getting back in the game.
Well,
Uh,
well, did you not play Tears of the Kingdom?
um, I have played Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't got to that part yet. I knew that she came back, but I didn't see how she came back
Well, let me tell you, they can't show that part in this game.
in Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah.
Because I know I seen the Queen and Raru in Tears of the Kingdom. I seen all of that, but I didn't know if if Koei Tecmo was going to put like a different kind of cutscene showing how Zelda got back
It's
in a
in Tears of the
sense.
Kingdom. If you would have finished Tears of the Kingdom, you would have seen it. So
Well, only reason why I say that
Ed doesn't know what happened in Tears of the Kingdom, guys. No
the
clue.
only reason why I say that is because they have a different intro with Zelda falling.
It's not that different.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Because you don't see the Master Sword falling along with Zelda in Tears of the Kingdom.
No,
They
but
only put that part in.
well, it's
Uh,
because she's falling further, and the sword, and you don't see the sword like you don't see the pieces scatter.
yeah.
So in Tears of the Kingdom, because they want you to see that Ganon is being resurrected. So
Well, yeah.
uh, and that's not the point of the story, right? That's the point of this story is
Well, it's kind. You would think that they would be using the same kind of cutscene,
hmm,
budgetary reasons, in a sense.
hmm,
But they added that part of the Master Sword falling in, which ends up helping make the construct knight
mhm,
in a sense,
yeah.
you know. So that's why I thought they would add something to show Zelda getting back
Hmm.
with it.
I uh I don't know. I really liked this game. I'm still playing. I mean, I finished it like
Hmm.
it says I'm 32 hours in and I finished it around the 23-hour mark or something. So I'm just like going through and trying to 100% everything. It's like I'm going to do a couple things before bed game now.
Uh-huh.
Like a couple battles and then upgrade some stuff and then train some characters and go to bed. Right? That's my routine now. But I really liked it. I think they made the combat interesting than just button mashing, right?
Yeah.
Um, it feels a lot more thought out and it's paced better than the previous Warriors games, even the Fire Emblem ones. I mean,
Hmm.
Fire Emblem Warriors, the last one, what was it, Three Hopes, did a better job of pacing, but like they still have you gotta, send certain people to certain places, and
Yeah.
and like you can do that in this game, but it's not required. I do that just to get places faster because I found I was strong enough to just do things on my own or take one partner with me, which the partners don't really do anything. They don't even distract the enemies. They just kind of stand there.
Yeah, I know I was switching to some of the enemies because they were going on their own to like different camps and stuff. So I would
Hmm.
just switch to them and then like start fighting that boss, or cleaning up that area, and the character that I was using will start coming, making their way towards me, and because I'm so focused on fighting, I didn't even realize they got there that quick. I'm like, oh, you here? Oh, okay, yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. So, I don't know. I really liked it. I really liked all the characters. I ended up really liking a lot of the characters. I didn't know if I was going to or not. I was just like, oh,
hmm,
I'm just gonna play Zelda because I want to play the Zelda. But like then I don't know. I really found myself liking the characters more, and more as we kind of went through the game. So I really ended up liking Minoru a lot, which I didn't think I was going to.
yeah,
But uh, yeah, I really liked Minoru. I liked Artie. Um, I liked the one Goron, like the young Goron with like the hard hat on. I forget what his name was,
yeah,
Baron or Barton or something.
yeah,
Uh, Kia was fun. I really like the team up attacks. I thought a lot of them were pretty cool. And then like
that's
I like that certain characters had like specific ones with each other, but then like you could still do those attacks with other characters, and they were just kind of like
is
generic ones, right? Like, oh, Zelda doesn't have a specific one with this character. She just kind of floats up in the air and shoots her bow, right? Or like
yeah,
the Goron kind of ground pound, or the powering up of different characters with different abilities, right? Like that was cool. The secret stone moves were pretty cool for those characters that got them. Uh, I really liked the emitters, like the different elemental emitters. Uh,
yeah.
I would just like open it up and lay it down to try to like break the enemy shields while I just double dipped attack them
It's
essentially.
it's so I don't want to say it's Mega Man. It's very yin and yang because it's just like when you
Well, it's
see the fire, you
hmm
see water and ice. I mean, water or ice. I think
yeah,
the
it's rock
problem that
paper
I
scissors is what it is essentially.
yeah, but I didn't know what to do for electricity. Um,
I mean, it's I think water.
yeah, but you would think that water would hurt you because
I don't know.
um,
I don't know. I just kind of used whatever character I was using.
mm,
I would just use that one on the character, and then it wouldn't even matter.
you could do. I was switching a lot
Well,
and everything.
well,
Like,
with fire, you use the hydrant,
yeah,
and
or you
then
could use or
with
you could use ice.
with electricity, you would use the ice, essentially, or maybe it's the other way around. I don't remember, but um, yeah, I don't know. I just felt like they like the it would help if you knew what the element was to counter, but it really didn't matter.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, it just broke their shield down faster. But if you took, um, one of the Gorons, and like their weapons all have like the shield break ability on them anyway, or like,
Yeah.
um, Raru is like super overpowered. At least the
Oh,
first half of the
dude.
game, he's overpowered. Like,
Oh, he was overpowered all throughout the game for me. As long as I kept like leveling up his main spear, that
hmm
mug was just like wiping folks out.
yeah,
I do love Raru and Zelda's attack, special attack,
hmm
link attack, I should say, when they
hmm
both just throw out the power of light and
hmm
everything. I'm just like, oh, that was cool. But then trying to control it with the analog sticks, be like, wait a minute, what is what am I supposed to do and
hmm
everything? I was just
yeah,
like, okay,
yeah. And then there's a lot of like teasing in this game, expect and like there are things that they want you to expect, but if you beat Tears of the Kingdom, like these certain teases don't happen. Like slight spoilers, I guess, for Tears of the Kingdom, but like they clearly make you think that Minoru is going to die at the end,
Mm-hmm.
right? But she's in Tears of the Kingdom, so it's like, she's not going to die. um,
Which I kind of want to talk to you offline because I don't want to spoil um a certain part of the game
what the
closer to
scene
the
that
end.
happens in the first like 20 minutes and also happens in Tears of the Kingdom because they use
Uh,
that same cutscene.
no, not really, not that. It has to deal with something else.
Oh, okay.
Um, and so like when because I don't know when you want to do the spoiler cast
I
for this
mean, it's got to
game.
be. I want to do it soon,
Okay,
but we'll have to figure that out later,
okay.
offline, because yeah, that's a boring show to talk about other stuff.
I want to say of course I love the flying bits like Code Tecmo kind of. I'm like, yeah, it's on rail, it's very Star Foxy, but I'm like,
I was
I
gonna
could see
say, I
Kobe.
feel like they should do the next Star Fox game if it's gonna be on
Yeah,
rails.
yeah, because it felt those sections felt really fun, and it really felt like a shoot 'em up
Hmm.
and everything. I like I like the dodge button to repel some of the big attacks and stuff, and then um when you get done with the enemy you press the ZR button together and then just like you're ending the battle with that cutscene and then doing that move and stuff. It was just so much fun. I'm just like, yeah, I feel like Koei Tecmo and Nintendo can change the gameplay instead of feeling it just like, oh, all you do is just you know hack and slash
Hmm.
do 30 hours and stuff. I feel like with Tears, I mean with Edge of Imprisonment, and I think Edge of Calamity also did something like this too. um they were able to add something. Actually, Hyrule Warriors did too. Added something different with some of the gameplay stuff,
Hmm.
and it's just like I love that they brought different elements into these warrior games.
Hmm.
The Hyrule Warrior series, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I feel like the only thing that I couldn't like really figure out if it was worth doing or not were like the Korok fighting the Korok seeds. I couldn't
mhm.
really figure out like what those did, honestly.
Yeah, I know that with some of the camps that you could spend these kind of tickets to like show you where they were at, the locations and treasure boxes and stuff like that. But I'm just like, what do I get from this?
Yeah.
I just
I mean,
don't know. And
the treasure boxes were just like uh materials to upgrade your other
mhm.
like the camps and your characters and stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes they would give rubies because I was getting some Korok seeds, like the gold Korok
Hmm.
seeds, and I think they're considered as material. I don't. They unlock something
There's
for
like
me.
there's like when you get further into the game and even in the end game, there's like you use them to upgrade some of the like uh like some of the character things that you unlock on the map. You give them
Okay,
to like certain things, but I don't know exactly how many you need. I found out quite a bit of them just kind of walking around and searching for them, but
yeah, cause sometimes you would see like the ground glow, or you would see like the little spinning flower thing, or like
mhm.
and stuff like there. It was funny. The trees uprooting themselves again. I'm like, I'm not afraid of you this time.
Mhm.
As in, like when they attack me in tears, I'm like, oh, let me dip off because I don't know why a tree is chasing me and stuff. Um, but like in here, it's just like, well, I have a weapon that won't break, so I could just smack smack you left and right and everything. Um, yeah, I I, I really want to go back through this game. The there were parts like on the map that I guess I don't know. I know you can unlock them, but I think you have to meet certain requirements. I'm like, what do I have to do? Um, to unlock those because I know that you could do like a quest assist,
Hmm.
and it would show you what places you need to go to meet the required stuff to unlock things. Um, and I guess you could go back to them as many times as you want to unlock stuff or get the stuff that you need to unlock it. Did you do any of those, or did you just like once you beat that side quest, it went green, you just moved on?
I kind of just moved on, honestly. Like I didn't really feel like I needed to do those yet. I am kind of
Hmm.
doing them now, but I kind of was just playing. I wanted to see get through the story and just kind of figure it all out, you know.
Okay.
Um and then kind of do the end stuff at the end like if I really wanted to. Which I am doing cuz it's fun, but um so now I'm just trying to get everything, green.
Mm. I do like the fact that when there's parts that's time, they give you enough time to get to that place and fight that boss, and you still have enough time over. I found out that really cool
Hmm.
for them to do.
The only thing I wish is like if you want to like finish the level, right?
Hmm.
Like when you beat a boss, they don't let you like attack anymore, right? And you just kind of run around until the screen pops up. I wish they would let you
Yeah,
explore a little bit, like and then be like, "Oh, I'm done now." So you could go find the Korok seeds or find the hidden treasure chests, or
yeah,
like that. That was like my one thing is like I wish I could just go explore the map now,
yeah.
especially because
Because
you
I'm
play
just
them
like,
so many times, like in different ways. So
yeah, yeah. Because I'd be like running around. I'd be like, man, I want to go look for something. And it'd be like, oh, we finally defeated the team.
hmm
Black. I'm like, oh, dang
yeah,
it.
or like if you're fighting a boss and you see some crates in the corner that you might have missed while you're fighting the boss, you can't like go over there and hit them and get the stuff out of the crates,
Yeah,
right? And it's like, oh well. Um, and then the only other thing is like I feel like I never had enough rupees ever to do things.
I do. I was like always like in the like 12,000, 15,000 range.
Oh, I was like every time I could buy something, I would go spend my rupees and or train or upgrade my weapons
Mhm.
or something.
I would go and probably because like once I did the main mission, I started doing all the side stuff. And like with I think like the battle missions, like with the sword, like in the square thing, I would do a lot of those and stuff. And then I would finish them all, and I guess that's where I got all my rupees. Because then after that, I would go to the armory and upgrade my weapons and stuff.
Yeah, it's a great game though. Highly recommend it.
It really is.
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're like not into Muso games, like I'm not really into them.
Hmm.
I this was the first one I've ever finished, so uh,
Well, congrats.
and I feel like the combat was like even though you're kind of doing the same combos with everybody, I feel like the combat felt different with everyone enough to like use different characters or
Yeah.
kind of. Uh, but what I'm right now, I'm like kind of looking through my stuff on here. My Zelda is level 85, and her sword's a level 15. Uh,
Oh, man. So
all of my
I
characters are past level 60.
do mine is still. I think the highest I got to was 54. Like all my, I think, uh so when I went to like some of the last battles, I was still under,
Hmm.
but I was still able to beat them
Hmm.
because I have their like weapons up and stuff. Um, and so yeah, I kind of beat them like all in the 50 range and under.
Hmm.
Um, even with the construct and Calamo, um, they was under, but I'm like I was still able to beat that area and stuff. Like I didn't get a game over screen.
Mm.
Uh, the only literally the only time that I use all of my replenishments was the Calico and Link fight against the last enemy.
Hmm.
That was it. And then we did a tag team attack, and then it went into the cutscene, and we just kept going from there. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I've just kept playing. Like my Raru is 74, my Minoru is 71. My Artie is 75, Construct 76, Calamo 77. Like I'm like really trying to level them all up. So I'm really trying to do this like 100% it. I don't know if I will or not. Maybe I'll get bored in the next couple weeks, but or the next couple like in the next week or so. But right now I'm kind of having fun. But I'm also trying to move on to Metroid Prime and Destiny and everything too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to like use different, because I think I can select different characters in some of the side missions and give them different weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see um how that all plays out and everything.
Yeah.
Like change it up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 'cause it is. Won't say it's mindless fun, but you could
But it's
you
mindless
could zone.
fun.
It is, but it's something you can just zone in and zone out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
because dude, I barely use that shield.
The shield.
I was yeah. If you press L, I think no. If you press ZR, you would put up your shield
Oh, I
to
had no
block
idea. I
attacks.
just dodged the whole time.
That's the same with me.
I just felt like dodging was better. I
I
I
just
I now I remember like in the training area they teach you how to use the shield. I was like I don't want to do this.
let me lock on, because my thing was just like, let me lock on. Hopefully, I dodge and it's the timing is correct, and then do my flurry attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Flurry attacks, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I, I will have to give this game. I'm gonna say an A.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably give it like a B plus. Like,
B plus.
I mean, it is really repetitive, but I do like that it appreciates your time if all you want to do is play through the campaign, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I did enjoy that. Um,
And I enjoyed the cutscenes, like the fully voice cutscenes. I'm like, oh,
yeah,
it's
I'm
so
glad they
good.
did like real cutscenes this time. Like I really thought they did a good job with the cutscenes. Um,
Yeah, and the story was moving. It was like I know they had something to work with, but it really had some emotional beats and stuff.
mhm.
Some parts were funny, some parts were like they're telling a very good Zelda game story.
Yeah.
Even for a side game like this, they're telling like a really great story, and Ganondorf was really like threatening and stuff. I will say, I think one of the best scenes that I liked about this in this game is when the queen dies.
Mhm.
It was very cinematic, like she got hit, or d- I I'm assuming, I think she got stabbed. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's the cutscene.
Uh
That's the cutscene that's in Tears of the Kingdom. That's the one that they
mm,
ripped out of Tears of the Kingdom. That
you
cutscene,
know,
that same cutscene is in Tears of the Kingdom.
cuz he grabs the jewel and then puts it on
Mhm.
and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole scene's in Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay. I'm assuming that was a flashback into the
Mhm.
kingdom.
Well,
Okay.
well, no, because this story is happening during Tears of the Kingdom.
Right. But because it's happening 1,000 years before.
But it's not a flashback because it's happening to Zelda now, or like within the timeline of Tears of the Kingdom. It's happening to Zelda.
I mean, yeah,
Zelda went back
it's
in time, but technically it's happening to Zelda at the same
happening
time.
during. Right. That's why I'm saying it must be a flashback or something, and I'm assuming in tears.
It's not a flashback, but I don't want to argue about it because it's not worth it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean that whole scene was because like you start seeing the fake Zelda walking around in tears, right? Like,
Yeah.
um, then that plays a big part in uh this game too. So,
Yes.
um, but yeah, it's a great game. I hope everybody gets a chance to like try it out at least because I think it's worth trying.
I think a lot of people won't pick it up. I think a lot of people picked it up.
Yeah, yeah, I think people are gonna. I think people will play it. Uh, so, I mean, now we have 3 Zelda games on the Switch 2, which is nice. 3
Uh,
Switch 2 versions of Zelda games, at least.
so yeah, the Breath universe, yeah, it's all on Switch 2 now. Calamity is the way people take it or leave it, canon or not canon. Those 4 games can be played on the Switch 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah. Where they go with next. I think we'll probably get another Hyrule Warriors, but I think it's gonna be after we see what the next Zelda game is, like where they place it at.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I really hope they keep these characters. I know they're not. I know they already said they're moving on, but it's so good, man. Like they finally have
Mhm.
like a I don't want to say a story that I care about, but they have versions of these characters that I like care about and want to see what's next for them,
Yeah.
It's not like I don't know. It's like I know we got the sequel with Majora's Mask to Ocarina, but this is like the first time really we've gotten a story continuation through 3 or 4 games, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so like I want to see what happens now.
It it Breath Tears, and I'm gonna just add Calamity in the Prism. Just like all 4 games, like they not only changed the Zelda franchise, they literally kind of changed gaming, like the industry in total, like just adventure games and stuff.
But
Because
it's
I'm
not
just
just
like,
that, they literally changed like the iconic versions of these characters, right? Like
yeah,
I mean, like you all like until Breath of the Wild came out, what was the first Link you thought of, right? I mean, it was probably an Ocarina esque Link, right? Because it's
hmm
like, oh, he's got the green tunic and the hat and everything, and like, oh yeah, there's versions of this character, but they're like the iconic version was Link in the green tunic, right, and
tunic,
Zelda
yeah.
in the white dress with the purple accents and purple, gold, and pink accents, and um, and now like these are the versions that people like, these are the iconic versions now, and those
Right.
are those are almost like legacy versions now, right? Like the
hmm
N64 Mario is the legacy version, and we have like a really nice clean version of Mario now. It's like
Right.
I don't know, man. I
And
just
and
feel very attached to
and,
these characters.
and you kind of got to realize, like, this evolution of Link being in 3D, like just the Zelda franchise being in 3D, and still be able to have the traditional design with the 2D versions,
Mm-hmm.
and everything. It's just like I think you get like just gamers in general excited for a Zelda game, no matter what kind of design they go with. You
Mm-hmm.
know, Anuma and his and those teams, um, taking it over from Miyamoto, they elevated the Zelda series.
Mm-hmm.
Like after Link to the Past, it was all Anumas. So that's why we have like Ocarina of Time, and then Majora's Mask and Skyward Sword and Wind Waker, and now Breath and stuff being under a different director and stuff. Like we have that evolution, and the Zelda series just, regardless of you liked it or disliked parts of the games that came out, they just elevated, like I said, not only the series but just gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually thinking about like the Z targeting and how that kind of changed just 3D gaming forever.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
technically, Z targeting is still in Breath and a Breath
yeah,
of the Wild, because like, I mean, it's the click you click the stick now, but like, it's still there. It's
yeah,
I mean, it's even in Hyrule Warriors. Like it's crazy.
because it's just like other people will call it like a lock-on system, but when it comes to Zelda, we always say Z. We'll just say something like Z targeting because that's what the gameplay or game mechanic was named after. And
Mm-hmm.
so even when you're playing like maybe like Devil May Cry or even Bayonetta and stuff like that, you know, of course, like basically is lock on. But I'm just like, is this my ideal of Z targeting in this 3D space? And sometimes it is,
Mm-hmm.
in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm, Um, yeah. So, um, yeah, I'm excited to see. And of course, everybody, we're going to talk more about this in this podcast. I'm excited to see where not only Nintendo goes with the Zelda franchise, but now where they take Koei Tecmo, um, and everything.
Yeah. I mean, they could be working on Fire Emblem. They could be working on. I mean, you look through some of the games that they've worked on. And it's like, oh, I forgot that they worked on that, or I didn't realize they
Hmm.
worked on that. And they clearly have a good relationship with Nintendo, and Nintendo trusts them with their franchises. I think I would like to see like a Xenoblade Warriors at some point.
Ooh.
Um, I almost feel like that would be a shoe in at this point. Like I'm kind of shocked they haven't done it yet because they did a Fire Emblem one. Um,
Hmm.
I don't really know what other franchise you could do it with, but I feel like that's kind of a shoe in. What are you going to do?
Xenoblade.
Dreamland Warriors with Kirby characters?
Oh no, that would be a mess. Just all the art, and just all the fan art that would come from that, I'd be like, oh
I don't know.
no.
It would be fun to use this combo system with King Dedede and his dumb hammer.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad of it. You know what? I
The first
think
good
he
Kirby
could.
game.
The first good Kirby game for you, that's a side game. Because I could see King DDD having a Warriors game
Yeah.
and building a
I
roster
mean, there's a
around
ton
him.
of character. I mean, even with the different Kirby like uh forms, right? You could do something.
Hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot. I mean, I don't know. We can talk about that later, but it's just like something really stupid. They've
Well,
done
because
everything else with Kirby.
uh, to tell you the truth, yeah, I think they did more with Kirby than they did with Mario. Because I've been thinking about,
Well, yeah, they come out with like 10 Kirby games every year. I mean,
well, yeah,
there's still one in development now. We know the Robobot game is in development,
yeah,
which is like, where's that? It's the Metroid
that.
Prime 4 of the of the Switch 2. We'll see it
uh,
at the end, and it'll be a Switch 3 launch title.
yeah, and we'll
Oh,
all buy it.
oh man.
Or people will end up buying it because I was actually thinking about Mario and just like I'm doing a boss rush banter um that you could that Mario and Zelda has the best games in most genres of gaming um and stuff and I'm trying to stay away from sales numbers and stuff like that, but I'm just like just you know the gameplay, the game ideas, to how it affects the culture of gaming and how people who don't even play gaming um could recognize Mario or Zelda, just like Symphony of the Goddess on how that did. Like I think it was Breath of the Wild. I think it was Breath of the Wild that had people get their kid. No, it was Wind Waker HD. It had people get their kids ready to play that on Wii U. So that game had kids go through most of the Zelda games with their parents so they could understand the franchise. And I'm just like, I don't know what other genre of or franchise that parents have got their kids into to get ready for a re-release of a game that came out in like 2005, 2006,
Yeah.
I think.
It's kind of funny though, because like you look at Zelda and like my kids, like they're starting to play more games and be interested in stuff, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
we played Mario 3D World today uh, for a little
Love that
bit,
game.
and like they're getting used to like the controllers and moving characters around and like dodging enemies and stuff. They're getting a lot better at
Mm-hmm.
that now that they're older. But um, like all my Zelda amiibo back there are on one shelf, and like my daughter is so fascinated with like why are there so many versions of Zelda? Why are there so many different links? And like the Breath of the Wild version is the version she loves the most. Like she loves those versions of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like maybe she would be drawn to the Skyward Sword version, the amiibo, at least because she has a pet bird. But like, no, she loves these ones. And I don't know. It's these characters are, I don't know. They're just they're too iconic right now to throw away for at least for one more time. Like
Right.
or like maybe we get another game and the Hyrule Warriors with them, right? One more each, and then we move on. I don't know. I just feel like they
This
deserve one
this
more adventure together in a
mhm.
new place, right? And you can play as Link or Zelda, and you can like swap between them and use their different powers, or maybe they're just interchangeable, and you can kind of choose who, you know.
This Land of Hyrule could can contain so many stories and so
Well, it doesn't even have
many.
to be Hyrule. They can go to these other land masses like
Yeah.
Termina or the Link's Awakening Island, or what I mean. Like, what would a fully fleshed out Link's Awakening Island look like, or like, um,
Ooh.
I don't know, one of these other places they go, you know. Uh,
Hmm.
so I don't know, just a thought.
It feels like Hyrule has just so much to it,
I know,
and
but
the way that it can.
we've gotten 4 games in this Hyrule already, right? Like
Yeah.
these characters should stay. They should go on different adventures. They need to go outside of Hyrule, I think. Like,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, they could go after like this universe's version of Vati, or like Girahim, or does Zant exist in this universe? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many
Yeah.
villains you could draw from and be like, oh yeah, let's go. Or maybe like maybe they find the big blue pig version of Ganon in another realm or something.
Ooh.
Like, I don't know. I don't. And I know it's selfish of me, but I don't want to lose these characters. I feel like because they end Tears on like I don't want to say cliffhanger, but they clearly set it up for like another game,
Game.
in my opinion. Like, not that there's like quote unquote loose ends, but like they're setting off on another adventure. Like, I don't know, man.
They left it open where they could continue if they ever want to go back to that world and continue it. They can,
And they should.
in a sense,
uh,
you know, because like in the sense that the Zelda franchise. That's why I say Zelda franchise and Final Fantasy kind of share the same thing, where each game tells their own story in a sense. Where,
Yeah.
but Breath is different because it has 4 games that contain the story, and more could come out of it. There's so much lore. There's so much um ideas that we don't know that Anuma and the team could bring to gamers to be like, yeah, we thought of this story. We was thinking of this DLC, or we was thinking of this mechanic, and that helped us flesh out a brand new story. So we're gonna still use this world. We're gonna evolve it, change some things, and present this stuff to you, and give you different mechanics that, like, you know, hearing about Tears of the Kingdom and a engineering class at college, like, that's crazy. I'm like, also, you know with Breath of the Wild, that's a physics game. Like, if you literally play around with the physics in that game, you could do some outlandish stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you had the one with the arrow, and you were just beating it as many times so stuff could fly off. I'm like, that's all physics. And then folks just ended up getting crazy creative in tears, building robots and weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well,
So,
maybe someday we'll
well,
find out.
we'll find out. Well, everybody, we're gonna talk more about that in our spoiler cast. More about Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment. I also started up Octopath Traveler 0. Um, I haven't moved past where the demo's at. I was doing some side quest. I was doing the side quests in the game, and then I cut it off because I had to load up Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I started that one up. I'm not too far in the beginning. I did get out uh where, like, the game, where the trailer starts at, and you're fighting that area and stuff.
Yeah, I just
And
got to
then,
the green area, like
yeah, I
the
did too.
like the forest area. I just got there. I actually played a little bit of it, and then, like,
Mhm.
I don't know. I know it's Metroid and you have to have like the save portals or whatever, but like I kind of turned it off and then I turned it back on to continue and I started back at the beginning. I'm like, no. Not the game,
Yeah,
not
the
the beginning of the game, the beginning of the
green
jungle
part.
level.
Yeah,
So,
you don't. There is a save part. It's like about 7-8 minutes after you traverse
mhm,
a little bit in it, and so I just saved it and stuff. So, um,
mhm,
that's kind of where I'm. Yeah, you guys. When I tell you I'm juggling stuff, I'm literally juggling stuff. Like,
mhm.
um, Octopath Traveler, Metroid Prime, uh, still Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment with the side stuff, Tomb Raider. I've been trying to make my way through, even though I played that multiple times. Um, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh yeah, that came out this
Um,
week too. I forgot.
yeah, but I didn't pick it up yet for Switch 2. I am gonna pick it up because I just got like I said, I just got the Xbox version. Um, Expedition 33. Like, I'm balancing a lot.
Mhm,
Um, yeah, so I'm trying to make my way through a lot of that stuff. Um, and this, yeah, while still trying to write and finish these interviews, because I'm like, I need to get the stuff going and out. I need to get my benches out to David and them, and stuff like that. But yeah, just so much goodness that's came out. And then Marvel Cosmics Invaders, like, only
mhm.
I finished the first level after the training and haven't picked it up after that.
Yeah, my
because
son and I
of
played about 4 levels of it today. Um, well, I can talk about that when you're done, but
oh yeah. So that's just pretty much what I'm doing, what I'm playing. Go ahead, Corey. You can.
um, yeah. So Cosmic Invaders is like it's tribute games and Dotamu's follow up to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. Um,
Hmm.
it's I don't want to say it's different than Turtles, but I mean it is different than Turtles just because of the subject matter. But like it's a lot harder than Turtles, initially at least. I don't know if that's just because I've leveled up all the turtles so much that like I know all the moves and can like, you know, I figured it all out. So it's just like really easy for
Hmm.
me. But like, man, I'm just trying to figure out like which characters to play as and like with their different moves and their different styles. And, some characters can fly and some characters can, some characters can dodge where others have shields. Like, you know, Wolverine does a dash dodge, right? If you press the A button, but
Yeah,
when you play as Captain America, he holds up a shield. He doesn't dodge. He holds up a shield, and it's like, oh well,
because
that's throwing me off.
you could press A at the right time and he'll do like a counter attack. But like I was doing, because I picked Black Panther and Store, and
Hmm.
every time I press A, they dodge out the way. I'm like, no,
Hmm.
I want to counter attack them, and I
Yeah,
can't.
Storm is
So
great. I like Storm a lot.
yeah, she's good.
Yeah, I like that. She has a lot of versatility, right? She has the close up
Hmm.
attack. She has the like this the whirlwind kind of pushing the characters back sort of move. She can fly. Her her super power is like the like an electrical storm, which hits a lot of enemies at the same time. I really like Storm a lot. Um.
Yeah, I think I need to go back to the training one to make sure that I'm like let me make sure that I'm doing this right, because I'm like I thought this button did this
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and it's just like some stuff not working. I'm just like I don't know why I'm not getting it.
Mhm.
But I only did like one level and everything.
Yeah, it's like the training level has Nova and Captain Marvel, right? But like
Hmm.
Captain Marvel's not unlocked when you when you start the game. And it's like,
Yeah,
well, I
it's
liked using her.
it's like 4 characters you have to unlock,
Yeah.
and
And I'm wondering if they're like I was reading some stuff in like reviews and stuff for it, and as you progress through the game you unlock more characters, right? Like I think Taskmaster
okay.
is one, Venom is obviously one at some point because they showed Venom in the trailers. Captain
Yeah,
Marvel is one. I forget who the fourth one is. But like it's I wonder if this game will get more support the way that Ninja Turtles did, right? Because Ninja Turtles had a bunch of DLC characters and
hmm,
challenges and stuff, right? Like Casey Jones was the unlockable character, but then you got Usagi Jimbo and Karai and Mondo Gecko and Mona Lisa, right? At yeah, once the with the DLC stuff. I can't imagine this game won't get DLC, right? So
yeah. I think if it gets DLC, it'll be. No, that's Disney. Never mind. If it gets DLC, it'll probably be like within a few months, depending on what .emu and Tribute is doing. Um,
yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Like, there's a lot of characters missing from this that I would have expected to be in here. Like I mean, they have Beta Ray Bill, but not Thor, right? Like that seems like a miss. They don't have Hulk, which seems like a shoe in, right? I mean, they have She
mhm.
Hulk, but they don't have Hulk. They don't have uh like Nick Fury seems like a shoe in. Hawkeye would have been a cool addition. You think of all the X-Men, right? Like Cyclops and Night.
Yeah,
Like you think of even the arcade game, right? Like Nightcrawler, Cyclops, um, Colossus, Rogue. There's so many characters you could have thrown in there. Iceman, uh, but
I'm surprised that the Iron Fist is not in here. Uh,
yeah, yeah. I mean, you could add any of the Defenders in there, like Daredevil or Punisher or Luke Cage too, right?
yeah,
Like none of them are in there. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of characters you could throw in here, and I mean, Guardians of the like Rocket's the only one in there, and like you don't even
Mhm.
get Groot as a character to walk around as, like, you know,
So Corey, you know that Square Enix Guardians of the Galaxy game, the
game's
one that we
amazing.
love.
Game's so amazing.
Why is everybody now? People are just recognizing it, and now they're pushing all their love for that game to be like this game should have got more
I
love.
know.
It's like,
It was in a
and it's weird.
dude. It was in like a humble bundle sale giveaway thing
Mhm.
recently, and it was like you got like 10 games for like, I don't know, $10, and Guardians of the Galaxy was one of them. Uh,
I love
it must
Humble
have been like an
Bundle.
IDOS Montreal humble bundle because it had like
Mhm.
both Deus Ex games that they did in it too.
Okay, yeah,
But
that Guardians of the Galaxy game is so
I've been
good.
thinking about that game a lot recently, actually. Now that you say that, like, I'm like, man, I really wish the Switch version wasn't the cloud version, and I wonder if they would ever port that to Switch too.
If I was them, I would.
I'm on the port everything to Switch 2 train now.
Yeah, do a lot of people have been that way.
Ubisoft apparently is. I mean, Black Flag is coming to Switch too. The remake apparently.
Is it rumor or did they
Well,
haven't announced it yet?
the remake is still technically a rumor, but it's going to be
Oh,
shown at the Game Awards. I'm telling you, it's going to be shown at
if
the Game Awards.
they have to, because the thing about it is because of Outlaws. I bet you Ubisoft was just like, we didn't expect this to sell that well and have people like really like.
Yeah,
I know
I heard
Ubisoft is
it's
like,
I've heard it sold like really well, like
mm,
shockingly well. Which I'm like, yeah, you get a new console and you put like a really good game that nobody bought on it, and like they're gonna sell. Cyberpunk sold
yeah,
really well, so
yeah. So I'm thinking definitely, and we'll probably hear more about Assassin's Creed like later on since it just came out. Like people were showing their Switch 2 copies of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
yeah. And
Like
Digital Foundry
you were,
gave it a pretty decent review, and like in terms of the technical stuff,
hmm.
which
So
I'm glad that Ubisoft seems to know the hardware.
yeah, I feel like Ubisoft is going to be a big um third party for Switch 2.
hmm
You know, like if their ports or versions of those games are really good, once again, good sales for them. Because then maybe Kingdom, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom 3, maybe.
I thought about it. I wonder if they'll just put the gold edition on Switch 2, right?
I
Like,
can see like an upgrade path or something. Or actually, no, they can actually do a Switch 2 version of it.
yeah. I wonder. I don't know because there is a like a combo pack with 1 and 2 in it on Switch right
Hmm.
now, but it's only the digital versions. Um, so I don't know. I wonder.
I don't think they ever do it. No, they didn't do a physical version of a 1 to 2 combo. I
No,
don't
it's
think
you get
so.
a box with codes for the games in it.
Oh, okay.
They sell it at Best Buy. So
We were I know there was a story about or a tweet about Dead Space. There's not going to be future games, and EA is thinking about selling it. Um, and I was just like, Remedy would be a good choice to buy it. I was like, because Bloober, I'm like, before anyone say Bloober Team should do it, I'm like, look, Bloober Team and Konami are busy making money. They're too busy doing stuff. So I'm like, and I don't know what other horror development would take on Dead Space, uh, and continue that franchise.
hmm.
But I wouldn't be surprised if EA bring more games to Switch 2 because I'm like, you know what, guys,
I mean, Madden
it's
and
about to
FIFA
hit.
are like the top, still in the top selling games.
Yeah, it's about to hit 2026. So I want to see what more that they bring because maybe I don't. Well, Battlefield 6 seems to be doing them justice. So I don't know if they're going to stay on that bandwagon until the next Madden and FIFA. Who
Yeah.
knows?
Um, yeah, there's something else I was gonna say. Oh, shoot, I forget what I was gonna say now. But 2K 2K is porting that golf game now to Switch
Oh,
2.
the 2K Golf.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see.
Oh, we get.
What I was gonna say is I feel like Dead Space 2 would have been beneficial. Uh, uh, would have been beneficial for Switch 2 release also, but
Mhm.
I saw that story today that EA has no plans on doing anything with Dead Space now.
Yeah, that's the thing I was talking about. Um,
So
yeah. If I was EA, I would put Dead Space on Switch 2 and see how it does.
I mean, if I was EA, I would do a lot of things, but we're not, I guess.
Where they're under a different uh yeah. They're under a different purchaser, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I think a lot more Japanese companies are going to really support Switch 2 in a major way now.
Oh, by the looks of Capcom probably would be the leading charge of it. I wouldn't be surprised. Capcom, Koei Tecmo, and Bandai Namco, we know. Konami might come in later. Of course, Nintendo Platinum Games will have something to do uh, together, so I'm not worried about that. Uh, but maybe Nintendo Front Software might actually get down with some stuff. That would be interesting after Dust Bloods.
Yeah. Capcom, though. I mean, we'll find out with Resident Evil, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they want to get Monster Hunter on Switch 2 now, like the new one I've seen.
Oh wow! You know what?
I'm like, well, it doesn't run well on the current consoles.
I'm it's look, it's still in the packaging for my Series X. So
yeah, I bought
I
it
kind
and
of feel
played it, and it was like, nah, I'm good.
I think I think with Monster Hunter, like the next one, I kind of like when Capcom switches it off. That switch, like Nintendo get their own version, it could come down later on to the other consoles, and then the other consoles get their own version, and they don't have to come to Switch or anything. I'm fine with that. I like that bouncing off right there.
Yeah. Well,
Cause I feel like they get to be more experimental on Switch and not the other consoles and everything.
yeah.
So
Man. Gosh, how do we even get on this conversation? I've also been playing Metroid Prime 4, which is like an amazing looking game. I'm playing at 4K 60. I don't see any. Like there's some noticeable upgrades between the 1080p version and the 4K version, but like overall, I feel like the 4K 60 version is like you're not losing anything by not doing the 120 frames a second mode. I feel like,
yeah,
I think I might start a new game though, because I forgot that scanning things was important, and I'm sure there's stuff in the first level that I missed, and I'm gonna be like, I gotta scan it all. Do I want to? No, but my OCD is kicking in when I play this game, and like the only thing is like I feel like I know the game kind of changes colors right to like that, almost like that Batman detective mode kind of
yeah,
style when you put your scanning thing on. I'm like, I feel like I have my scanning visor on more often than not, that I wish like the colors didn't change, because I feel like I'm playing in black and white with little green spots all over it now, and it's like, but I want to see the game, you know.
yeah.
um, but we'll see. It's a very pretty game, and like a very you know, I mean, I still get really strong Halo 4 vibes from this game. Like a lot, especially like when you get to the jungle part. I mean, even the Federation soldiers look like generic like ODST style characters, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see, I guess. I'm really enjoying it
I
though.
I need to run through Halo 4.
I I need to run. I think I'm going to run through all the campaigns again before
Yeah, I want to do that too.
the new one comes out. The remake comes out, I guess.
Can't maybe is that in March next year?
I don't. It just has a
Oh no,
2026
not date.
release date. So
Yeah, probably just um because I know I still need to be Halo Infinite. Actually, yeah, I still need to beat the original trilogy.
yeah, I mean, Halo 1 is definitely the worst of the Bungie games, but I mean, you look at it for the time and like the things that they're
Mhm.
doing to it, it seems like might benefit the game. But
Actually, did me and you beat 4 and 5 together?
we beat 3, 4. Well, we beat
We
3, 4, and 5. It was you, me, and Jesse.
I don't remember beating. Okay,
It's because you fell asleep most
four.
of the time, and we would just push you off the elevator and stuff. And your controller vibration would wake you up, which was funny.
That was so shady.
We did that in
Well,
Sea
I
of Thieves
know
too.
Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves, I can understand. That's fine.
That game's pretty boring.
But no,
I'm sure
no,
Sea of Thieves is fine. It's just the game was so boring, man, when we were playing it. Like, but it was like way before like all they added all the cool stuff in it. It was like
yeah.
the year it came out, and it was like, oh, I guess I'll pick up this map and sail around for a minute. Hope we don't die.
Was 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 it Halo 4 that you pushed me off the
Mm-hmm.
elevator, or was it 5?
It was 4.
I didn't even know that you was pushing me.
I know.
I just seeing myself. I'm like, wait, what the heck? I thought the game glitched. And here you are, just on the side cracking up.
It was funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was fun.
Yeah. Wait, let's see here. What is this? Speaking of Halo, what is this? Oh, that's just okay. Never mind. Cool. But yeah, that's I played a little bit more Madden. I played a little bit more of my son is really into Smash Brothers, so we played a little bit of that. Turtles. You know, the 3 or 4 games that my son likes to play and refuses to play anything else right now because like he knows them. So
He hasn't. What is the one Mario one that Nintendo Tecmo did? Marvel's Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yeah, we haven't played that yet. That game is. I mean, that game's really hard. It's hard for me. It's going to be hard for him.
So. I kind of would like to hear his thoughts on it. Like, you guys just play like the first level and see what he says.
Yeah, I'm a 4-year-old. Nah, I don't. I didn't like that game really that much. But
it did make that year's Game Awards kind of exciting.
Dude, I can't believe I can't believe Nintendo of all companies published that game, and I'm shocked that it never came anywhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Because like other Nintendo published, like Daemon X Machina ended up coming out on everything else, right? And Nintendo published it on Switch. So like,
yeah,
I don't know. It felt like one of those games, right? Where like Nintendo has like the first, you know, they have the publishing deal for like the first 3 years, and then they can go publish it wherever else they want.
And that's why like Wonderful 101 and the one Koei Tecmo with the camera,
Fatal Frame.
Like Nintendo has stock in Fatal Frame. And so it,
I
it
think
feels
we've
like
been through this before, and they don't. We thought they did, but they don't. They just published it in the West. We've been through this. We've had this conversation before.
okay. So they just publish it in the West, but Koei Tecmo could publish it on anything else if they want to.
Yeah. Well, now they're remaking the second one, which was the one that Nintendo published, I think. So, or maybe no, that was the PS2 one. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's not important.
The Wii U one. I
Maiden
think
of
that was like
Blackwater. I think that was 5.
yeah, 5. Yeah, Nintendo did that one, and then like later on, well, I think until it got to PS4, that Koei Tecmo published it. Yeah, because it's now that game is everywhere now. So yeah, they probably just have a deal with it. But like that was with Wonderful 101. That was kind of like, wait a minute, I thought Nintendo published this for Platinum. I actually thought it was, but then Platinum published it for everybody else. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, have
Yeah.
fun.
Platinum though,
I
man.
think, hey,
It's fine.
they got to work. They got to work with Koei Tecmo, get that check from Microsoft, and make Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised that if they hunker down, I think like I have a feeling that they got a presentation ready for the next Nintendo Direct. What it is, hopefully it's Astral Chain 2.
Maybe. We'll see.
Cause like
I feel
Platinum,
like,
I
I mean,
mean,
if Nintendo owns that and Platinum's like in trouble, I feel like Koei Tecmo could do that. I feel like Koei Tecmo would be a good replacement for that. Like Team
I don't
Ninja
think Nintendo.
specifically.
I think Nintendo has a high level of respect and partnerships with Platinum and like a lot of developers. I don't think they would take that project away and give it to somebody else. I think the only game that would have done that was Metroid Prime 4, but Nintendo's like, this is not meeting our standards. Let's give it right back to Retro."
Yeah. Man, that was crazy.
So,
So,
uh,
um, yeah, games.
yeah. Okay. So, well, of course, with that's all that you was playing. I, Everybody I know he was playing Destiny. We won't talk about that.
Oh yeah,
If you
I
wanna,
was playing
if you,
Destiny, man. Let
if
me just say something real quick about it, man. Like,
because
look,
look, I was about to say,
we
I
talked
was about to
about it for
say,
like an hour and a half on Tower Casuals this week,
that's what I
but
was about
like,
to say.
man, that campaign, man. I mean, I know they collaborated with Lucasfilm Games on this and like had
Mhm.
Star Wars writers on this and everything, but like, dude, after the opening cutscene, the second cutscene that leads you into the first mission
Yeah,
is literally the opening scene of A New Hope with like uh the Carillion Corvette being chased by the Star Destroyer. Like it's literally that scene, but it's like, oh, it's the Drifter's ship and this other big ship that is definitely not a Star Destroyer chasing you and pulling you in with a tractor beam, and now you're captured. And then they put Drifter in carbonite, I mean stasis, and then Kylo Ren comes out and starts a lightsaber battle with Timu Bastila from Knights of the Old Republic, and you escape. I don't know, man. There's a trench run. There's like Jabba's sex barge and the Sarlacc pit all there, right? Like it's weird, man. It's definitely like I definitely did not enjoy it as much as the internet seems to have enjoyed it. Um,
Mhm.
like mine and Josh's opinion are vastly different from the rest of the internet, and it's like, man, I don't know if we played the same game or not, but like the renegade powers are cool, right? Like the like the exotic mission is cool where you get your lightsaber. I mean,
Yeah,
Praxic blade, and like you can go upgrade your lightsaber. I mean, Praxic blade with different lightsaber crystals and hilts. I mean, Praxic blade. Uh,
Dang.
Definitely, dude. This is not. They now have 3 full Star Wars armor sets in the game for each character class. There's like there's the Kylo Ren, Darth Vader, General Grievous set.
Mm-hmm.
There's these different stormtroopers style sets, and then they just released the Bounty Hunter set, which is the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Bo-Katan. And it's like, I'm like, but they're inspired by Star Wars. I'm like, dude, this is straight up the Mandalorian. This is straight up Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett. Like, God. I mean,
I will
I
say,
know they're just like the licenses and they call it something different to fit the lore of Destiny, but like,
mhm. Can you
man,
see Bungie doing a Star Wars game like
no,
this?
no,
Oh, okay.
nah. They're gonna. I mean, they're sticking with Marathon and Destiny for now, from what I've heard. I mean, Destiny 3 is supposedly in development. We'll see.
Not the actual 3,
Yeah,
just like the.
no, like a Destiny 3 is in development. Apparently,
I I thought they weren't doing that anymore.
they weren't until they need to figure out a way to get new players in and make some money. Because Renegades is the lowest player count Destiny has seen for the launch of an expansion ever.
Ooh.
So, I mean, the Edge of Fate, or let's see, when Lightfall launched, it was the highest concurrent player count Destiny had ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Witch Queen, or when the Final Shape came out, it was like half of what Lightfall was.
But
And then
such a good DLC expansion. I love Lightfall. Oh, not Lightfall. The Final Shape. Oh, that's so good.
and then the Edge of Fate came out, and they had like Steam had 71,000 concurrent players, which is
Ooh.
which at that point was the lowest Destiny had since like Warmind, I think, because Curse of Osiris was so bad. And this in Renegades had like just over 50,000 concurrents on Steam, which like, yeah, I guess Destiny is technically bigger on console, but like you're still less than like 300,000, concurrents.
Would
For
I wonder? I wonder would they charge for Destiny 3? Well, it's Sony.
I mean, Destiny 2 is technically free to play. So
Yes.
I don't know. That free to play version though.
Crushable content.
Yeah. If you're a PlayStation Plus member though, you get everything up through the Final Shape now though. If you're a PlayStation Plus extra member.
Like the top tier.
Yeah, but they
I
did
mean,
give them away for the essential tier also at one point.
okay.
So um yeah, I don't know, man. Destiny is like, I don't know. It's still fun to play because it's Destiny and it's fun to shoot stuff, but it's like, I don't know, the stuff they give you to do is like not very fun.
I I I just
This campaign was 6 missions and one of them was an exotic
no
quest.
6 missions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's if you play with other people, like I beat the campaign in like less than 6 hours. And I played it by myself. Josh said that him and some people played the normal. They played the legendary campaign, but then he went and played the normal campaign with people that
Yeah.
didn't want to do the legendary one, and they beat it in like under 3 hours.
Shit, that's a demo. That's a trial version. It is.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do now, though. I mean, there's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff to chase in this apparently, and like cool weapons, like upgrades for your lightsaber and the renegade powers are cool, but like they're only used for this expansion. So like,
Side question: do people still believe in Bungie? Do you Do you think
I
that?
think people want to, right? I think people want
Mhm,
to believe in them. I think they are on an upswing, right? Like they clearly everything that happened over the last 2.5 years did not help, right? All the layoffs, the terrible
yeah.
leadership, the accusations, the art theft, the you know, uh, there's just been a lot. Key players leaving right as the final shape was launching, right? Like their
Mhm,
entire gameplay director left, Joe Blackburn, who was like essential for making that game run, has left, right? Um, so I don't know, man. There's a lot of turnover at that studio, and they're about a third the size that they were because they laid off like half the studio, and then another section they are now working for that other shooter studio for that
mhm.
spinoff game that was the Project Gummy Bears game that they were working that Bungie was working on is now being worked on by this studio LFG or whatever Sony owns. I don't know, man. I think people want to believe in Bungie. They are now a third the size, right? They had almost what 15, 1,600 people working there at the height of Destiny.
Yeah.
Now it's like less than 700 people, and they're working on two different games now. You know, um, well, apparently three if you count Destiny 3, right? Like a third plus like managing this roadmap of three more expansions at least for Destiny 2 to come out next
I
year, and then like they're doing this whole saga in like 3 years apparently, so which is about
I
how
would
long it'll take them to make a Destiny 3 at this point.
I would be surprised if people at Bungie went to 343 Studios, Retro, um, maybe some of the Call of Duty one of the Call of Duty studios.
Well, some of them went
Um,
to CD Projekt. I know one of the primary people went to CD Projekt to head up the Witcher something, the remake of the first game, I think.
hmm,
Um, Maybe not head it, but like they are like a director or something over there.
okay.
Um, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about Destiny, but we talked about it for an hour and a half the other night, so you can listen to our casuals if you want to
Yeah.
hear us complain. And I mean, there's a lot of good things in this expansion too, right? I mean, the spaces are cool. Drifter has a big part, which is cool. We like the Drifter. Um, Drifter's ghost shows up for the first time ever, which is cool. They have a very heated relationship, we'll say. Um,
is it is it like comedic in a way, or to be like, ooh, this is
no,
some good
it's
drama?
well, it's funny because she hates him. Like they hate each other,
Yeah.
which is why she's never been in the game before because he abandoned her, but then she found him or he needed her, so he called her and she found him somehow. I don't know. Also, Drifter looking a little gray in this expansion. You got
Oh wow.
a lot of mileage on him in the last 5 years, apparently.
Is this ghost? Is the ghost like really shady, or just like
No, she's
you?
just like I don't know. She's just mean. He's mean to her though, so I don't know.
I'm gonna have to watch. I probably gonna have to
She
watch
left
a
him on a
cutscene.
she left him on a planet to die like over and over and over again, and he said just let me die, and like he would like starve to death or drown or something, and she would just bring him
Yeah.
back to life. But she
Oh.
would like he had no like way to survive, and he would just die. Like she tortured him. She hated
Oh.
him.
I'm gonna have to watch a cutscene of this and just be
Um,
like, oh my. Yeah. We'll have to talk later.
who else is in this expansion? Eris is in the expansion, of course. Lodi shows up, which was nice to see. The new character from Edge of Fate, which everybody
Uh.
loves. Man, Edge of Fate was so good, man. And like, this was the follow up. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is the story you followed up with. Like, it's fine. It's interesting. They set up a new villain, which is neat.
Mhm.
But like, where's this villain at? And where, like,
What
why aren't you talking about the literally new story you set up in the last expansion?
I think I need to buy Edges of Fate because that was after Final Shape, right? Like right after.
It's the one that came out in this year, whatever this year, June,
Okay,
July, somewhere in there.
because I stopped at the Final Shape when after I beat it.
Yeah,
Like
there were three mini episodes after that, after the final shape. So there was episode Echoes, episode I don't remember what it was called. Episode start with an R. Where
is
you
that
beat
part?
what?
Is that part of the Final Shape? Like if you bought that expansion.
It's like the deluxe edition. You like when you buy the deluxe edition, you got all the seasons with it.
Gotcha.
When they moved
Okay.
away from seasons, they created episodes, and
Episodes. Okay.
that's kind of what replaced it. And then there was episode Heresy, which brought us to where we're at now. Well, where the Edge of Fate kind of starts. So,
Okay.
I mean, Edge of Fate was really cool. It relied a lot on the Matter Spark ability, which was like the Metroid Morph Ball thing,
Mm-hmm.
which was really annoying. But other than that, like the story was great. I think the weapons were cool. I think a lot of the things they did were really great in that expansion. But then the things they did after that with the portal and like not taking away your weapons, but essentially making all your old stuff like really irrelevant, except for like this very curated list. The leveling stuff was really bad.
Ooh.
Like the grind was really bad, and then like after this, the after like the season was over, like season reclamation was over, they lowered your light level back down to like a 100, where like you could grind up to 400 in Edge of Fate because they, no matter what level you were level 10 when you started Edge
Yeah.
of Fate. Like I was like level 1900 or something before Edge of Fate, right? And then like they wanted everybody to start on the same playing field, so they're like, now you're level 10 and you get to grind again. But then, 2 months from now when Ash and Iron comes out, you're being dropped back down to level 100 no matter what level you're at. Oh, and
Oh wow.
these certain weapons that we said were like featured weapons from old stuff, there's going
Mm-hmm.
to be a new list, so we'll just take all your old stuff away again. It was like, oh my gosh, what
have
are you doing? Like it's
have
like,
fun. Have fun starting over.
but like, and to be fair, they changed all that with Renegades, right? Like they fixed the portal stuff, some of it. They, changed a lot of the ways you leveled up, and they took away we're not taking your levels away anymore type thing, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
but man, it's still like, I don't know, man. I and Josh and I were even having this discussion, was like, is Destiny even built for us anymore? Like, or
Mm.
like, is it, I mean, for me, I mean, it's not, definitely not built for me anymore because of like just I have kids, married, responsibilities, etc. Right? Like I can't spend like, okay, if I wasn't doing, 3 or 4 podcasts and trying to do all the boss rush stuff, and Destiny was the only game I played, then sure, yeah, I would have time. But like to do the things in Destiny that I used to do, I can't do anymore. Like chasing weapons or even raiding, like I can't even set time aside to do a raid properly anymore, like
Right.
anyways, that was a
Mm-hmm.
quite the 15-minute discussion on Destiny I wasn't planning on having, but it's still fun to shoot stuff though, to be fair.
I will say, yeah.
um, it's weird though, because like I just sometimes when I don't play for a long time and then I log back in, I just forget I forget how to play, and I forget like what all my supers are for, and like I don't know, I almost feel like I need to like start over or something. Not start
Hmm.
over, but play around with stuff. But like whatever, it's fine.
All right. Well, I don't really have that much show and tell. I've got to show everybody. I have this.
Is that a Pikachu Squishmallow?
Yes, it is.
My daughter's obsessed with those. Congratulations. You and my daughter have something in common. A 7-year-old.
So, so this is the funny thing. One of the stores that I help out, they the only ones that had it. Our store didn't have it. Our store had the bluey ones because it was a Black Friday deal for like $25,
Okay.
and then I got like a discount and stuff on it. So I was just like, well, let me snag it before like they sell out. And what ended up happening is just like I guess we had an early Black Friday sale before Thanksgiving actually happened. So I was just like, well, let me just snag it. Then we'll get so comfortable and everything. Let's just like relax the head on and just sit back and stuff. It's like cool. So yeah, and that's my first and only Squishmallow because it's Pikachu. That's it.
Well,
so
it's Pikachu, I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything on your side, Corey, or do you want to jump into family news?
I mean, I ended up getting Metroid Prime 4 physically. It's back there on my shelf. I ended up keeping the amiibos, so those are on my shelf.
Okay.
But nothing super new, I don't think.
Yeah, I got my Prime 4 like I think maybe around 5 or 6 at night, like in the afternoon. I wonder if it was just a Best Buy thing because I don't think Best Buy got any in the store until Friday. It had to be, which is weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I never. I don't know. I'm trying to at least get the Nintendo physicals for Switch 2 now because, like, I don't know. I just want them. I've decided I don't care if I am buying digital games, right? But like, I still want the cool stuff on my shelf, so I'm gonna get them anyway. So I might double dip on a lot of games.
Yeah.
So, it's fine.
Well, Corey, let's get into family news. Take it away.
I guess we should, huh? We actually have a little bit to talk about. I don't know how long we'll spend on each of these, but
okay.
Let me zoom in on this because my eyes are getting. I don't know. I feel like I'm squinting a lot more these days. Netflix has agreed to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery. How cool is that? Netflix has agreed to purchase Warner Brothers streaming and studios division for about $82.7 billion. This is now the highest acquisition. So previously it was the Microsoft Activision thing. But this deal includes major franchises like DC, Harry Potter, and Game of Thrones. But it also includes Warner Brothers games, which means they get NetherRealm, Rocksteady, and franchises like Mortal Kombat. So Netflix now owns Mortal Kombat. A spokesperson confirmed that studios like Rocksteady, NetherRealm, TT Games, Portkey, and Avalanche will move under the Netflix banner. If the deal is approved, the acquisition can take up to 18 months and will face regulatory review, marking another major shakeup in the entertainment and gaming industry. I mean, I know Netflix has been trying to get into games for a while, right? But they had that studio open for like 2 years and they closed it without putting a game out, right? The studio that Joseph Staten was running, who was went back to 343 to fix Halo Infinite for a year and a half. So
I gotta say, a lot of people do not like this. A lot of people have been very negative about it.
Yeah, I think I see a lot of conversation about why would Netflix, what's going to happen to like HBO Max, or what's going to happen to a lot of these things, are things going to continue forward, like that Harry Potter show, right? Is
Yeah.
that going to be on Netflix or HBO Max? Are they going to be one subscription? How much is my Netflix subscription going to be now? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
uh, so I don't know, man. It's interesting. A lot of people are worried about the DC movies too, because they finally have a good thing going. I think more people were worried about um, they were worried about if Paramount bought them, because Paramount was the other big bidder in this too to acquire Warner Brothers.
And I guess people not liking Paramount neither. Like
It's because they own everything too, right? I don't know. They,
it's all weird.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't have as much of a problem with this in terms of the game side, because I know Netflix has been trying to get into games, and they have games people there, right?
Hmm.
They own Night School Games, which did Oxenfree. They do this.
Yeah.
They own the studio that does Night in the Woods, right? They have a deal with Yacht Club Games, right?
Hmm.
For like the Shovel Knight games on their service, which is why it wasn't on Xbox at all for a while. The spinoff games weren't there for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, because everybody's like, why aren't these coming to Xbox? Because they would be Play Anywhere cloud gaming titles, and well, you find out that like, oh, well, they're on Netflix's subscription service, so they're not going to be on Microsoft's cloud gaming service, So
Because like a contract in a sense.
yeah,
Okay.
essentially. Um, so I don't know. From a game standpoint, I feel like they're going to be better shepherds of things than Warner Brothers Discovery proper was.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because I know more people had a problem is with for this deal about you know Netflix and the movie theater, because I think the CEO is saying that you know nobody goes to the movies or something like that, and so that caused a big rift in the discourse about this deal and stuff. Like I'm shocked that Netflix did it. Um,
yeah, it kind of felt. I don't know. I don't want to say it felt weird, but it was just like felt like a move out of nowhere,
yeah,
and I don't really know what to make of it. I don't really care, right? But like, um,
because I'm assuming we won't see nothing until 2027 if it is up to the 18 months.
yeah. So like, will will this Harry Potter show continue? Are they going to close studios? I mean, I don't think they would, but will they
Hmm.
anyway? You know what I mean? So like, I don't know, man. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's weird.
well,
I don't care about the acquisition per se. It just feels a little weird is all.
I think it's going to be almost like the Xbox Activision kind of, oh, all this drama and opinions and stuff, and then it get finalized, and then everybody's quiet about it, and it's just like, oh, yep, okay, I guess.
Yeah, the thing though is too, like, I don't think like you're going to have a Netflix subscription to play the next Mortal Kombat, right? That's coming to everything.
Right.
That'll come to
Yeah.
everything. Um, I don't think
And
Harry Potter games are going to be exclusive to Netflix games, or like, you know, I I think that these will be. I almost wonder if Netflix will like create a proper gaming division, right? Like, I mean, I know they have Netflix games, but like actually have someone run it correctly and manage these studios the way that a proper game, like EA would, or like 2K would, like come in here and like actually run it in a way.
if it feels similar to like Amazon games, maybe, but that's a big question mark in that
I mean, I
maybe.
think Netflix would do a better job than Amazon is doing.
Yeah, but
Amazon
I'm
shutting down
just
their MMO this year. if they haven't
Yeah.
already. So
Yeah, but it's just like when people think of like Netflix gaming, they may think of Amazon gaming. But I'm
sure.
like, yeah, but I'm just like Netflix gaming just don't have like you guys don't have no presence. People come to see your movies to stream or whatever TV show that you ain't canceled yet after like 6 episodes of that you call a season.
Yeah,
And just be like,
I think the only two original games they have on their service right now are like that weird Happy Gilmore 2 game that they made to go with the
ooh.
movie, and then they have the Stranger Things game, I think. Um,
Mm. So, we'll see what happens in the future.
it's a strange acquisition. I don't hate it. I don't know. It's just kind of weird.
Look, people like love Nintendo acquisitions. They hate all the other acquisitions.
Yeah. All right, Ed. We talked a little bit about this on the Boss Rush podcast this week. You were on it,
Yes,
but I think it's
yes.
worth mentioning here too, just because Shovel Knight's so tied to Nintendo. Yacht Club says that Mina the Hollower is a make or break game for the studio. Um, Yacht Club Games says its long-awaited Zelda-style game, Mina the Hollower, needs strong sales to secure the studio's future after years of delays, downsizing, and restructuring. Friend of show, Sean Velasco, told Bloomberg, he's the co-founder of Yacht Club, told Bloomberg that selling 500,000 copies would be golden, while 100,000 would not be so good. The team ultimately merged its split projects to focus fully on Mina, with Velasco taking over as director. Despite the pressures, the studio says it won't disappear if the game underperforms. It will just need more funding. It's worth noting there is a free demo of Mina the Hollower out, and just got an update. The demo got an update, so that was
Oh,
interesting. 1.0.4, in case you.
I I, I thought that demo was like time limited.
I thought it
For
was
some reason,
too, but I don't know. I thought it was
I,
too, but maybe they left it up because they're in
the
this
delay.
situation in the delay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't know. It was hard, man. That demo felt really hard. Maybe I'm just not used
yeah.
to playing like 2D Zelda style games, right? But like,
Hmm.
I don't know. It just felt hard. Uh, anyways, I mean, we said things on the Boss Rush podcast about this, but like, it is sad because the Yacht Club is they're amazing people over there. Celia has always been good to us. Sean has been good to us. They've been really good to us.
Yeah.
I mean, being nice people and running a business are obviously two separate things, but like,
Yes.
you want good people to succeed and be uh, good at, and get these games out, right? I mean, they invested a lot of money into publishing, right? Cyber Shadow and
Yeah.
publishing the two and funding the two Shovel Knight spinoff games that were done by other studios, right? Like, they've tried their hand at a bunch of different things. I wonder if all that Shovel Knight DLC actually hurt them in a way. Dude, they were putting out Shovel Knight DLC for like 8 years, right? They did not only obviously they repackaged it as Treasure
Treasure
Trove,
trove.
but like they did the Plague Knight DLC, the Spectre Knight DLC, King Knight DLC, the card game, the Smash Brothers like multiplayer mode, right? And like then
The
they did this.
amiibos.
They did the amiibos, which I'm sure cost them some money, right? On the front end, at least. Uh, they did the two spin-off games. They published Cyber Shadow. They uh redid Shovel Knight for that DX version, right? Did that ever come out?
Yeah,
The DX version?
I think so.
So like they've done a lot to Shovel Knight, and it's just it's hard to see because that second project was supposedly a 3D Shovel Knight game, right? And they
Yeah.
didn't cancel it. It's just on hold until Mina gets out, right? But like we've been wanting that ever since we saw Shovel Knight in Ukulele, right? I mean,
Yeah,
because I think Shovel Knight's a quest giver in that first game. So, and then
and
obviously Shovel Knight has shown up in several other indie games. He's a assist trophy in Smash. Like Shovel Knight is an icon, and if you lose the studio, like if the studio that created Shovel Knight, someone would come in and hopefully either purchase them or like fund their next
yeah,
game. You would think, right?
Be-
Like,
because when Shovel Knight first came out for, I think it was it just Wii U and I think Wii U and PC.
no, it was
Like
Wii
it
U and
was,
3DS.
I thought it was PC. I thought 3DS came later.
I mean, I'm sure it came out on PC, but I'm pretty sure it came out on 3DS at the same time as the Wii U version because I had them both at one point.
What they were just digital because later on the physical ones came.
Yeah.
I think,
Well,
yeah, because the 3DS got like a digital soundtrack. I think that came along with it.
yeah, but the Wii U and the 3DS versions didn't get any of the DLC. That was like the trade off for those versions.
Oh, which is fine. I'm just talking about when it
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah,
came
yeah,
out.
yeah, I know.
Oh, so it was Wii U and 3DS. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
it
and
it,
that's the other
it
thing too, is they probably like for the other two games, right? Like when Shovel Knight came out on Xbox and PS4, I'm sure they had to pay for the licenses for God of War and Battletoads, right? Like,
probably so. Yeah.
I mean, that's a decent. I mean, God of War. I mean, I know both those games were like nothing at the time, right? Like nobody really cared
Hmm.
about either franchise at the time because God of War, the trilogy had wrapped up. Ascension was not liked a whole lot. Um, we didn't know about the uh new God of War yet.
Yeah.
Battletoads was like an NES relic that people only knew as this was hard. um,
Because it was after, I think it was after Microsoft. Oh, it may have been before Microsoft did like that not remake or
it
that
was like
new game.
it was the animated one. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Delilah did it. For those who don't know,
Yeah.
they also did the Mickey's Illusion Island game on Switch. Uh,
Which is
so
pretty good. Now, for
yeah,
like
that art
what is
style sucks, but the game is fun. I hate
that?
that. I hate the way the characters look in that game, man.
Thinking. um, but like, if you think of Expedition 33, and the reason I'm bringing that up is that when you thought of indie, you thought of Shovel Knight.
Hmm.
Just as and Shovel Knight was big for maybe what, a year and a half, close to almost 2 years. Like
I mean,
it's
Shovel Knight was huge for
big.
a long time. I think
Yeah.
they had that continuing marketing cycle though, right? Because like
Mm-hmm.
they put it out. It was a big story. Um, I mean, that story was huge on IGN because I remember them all talking about it. And then it was a big story that was only on Nintendo consoles, which was a big story in of itself. Then it came out on the other two consoles with exclusive content, which kept them in the thing. And then the amiibos came out, and then
Mm-hmm.
the spin-off games, and then they announced that the DLC was coming to Switch, right? And like it just kept hitting those great marketing cycles. And then
It
like once the DLC was over, like I feel like yes, they did that multiplayer expansion. I feel like by the time King Knight came out, people were kind of like,
Shovel Knight out
yeah.
in a sense.
Plus, like,
It
I mean, Shovel Knight out, plus, like, Shovel Knight's in like 20 other indie games.
yeah.
I mean,
But to be in Smash though, that was like a big thing in
yeah.
a sense. But he but like even you, Corey, you're just like, I want to play as him. I don't want him as a side character or have him a cosmetic. I want to play as him.
Hmm.
And that would have been a big move for Yacht Club
Yeah.
in a
And I
sense.
almost, I almost wonder in a way, like, I think people are ready for more Shovel Knight now.
Yes.
I almost wonder if they did the 3D Shovel Knight game first and then went to Mina, if that would have been the better decision. I mean, I know they were planning on Mina coming out like 2 years ago, right? I mean,
Hmm.
almost 3 years ago at this point, but like, I don't know, man. I wish them the best. I really do. Um,
I do
I
too.
would be lying if I would say I'm more excited for Mina than a 3D Shovel Knight game, right? Because I just love Shovel Knight, and like Mina is kind of in a genre that I'm like, I don't know. Like it's hit or miss for me.
I have a feeling that Yacht Club is probably going to scale back. Like Mina will come out and then they'll do a 16-bit Shovel Knight version. Um,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wish them the best. I hope Mina sells. I think Mina will sell well. I think a lot of people I know
uh,
are excited for it, right?
yeah.
Like I imagine it'll sell way more than 100,000 copies.
Oh yeah. Oh, that
You know, I
that thing is once that we get the date out and once that game comes out, because everybody gonna be like, yeah, it's time to buy this. Because I'm like, if it to me, I feel like this, it's gonna do well digitally wherever it releases. I don't know if it's just Switch, but it might be different more platforms too. It's gonna hit that their goal of 5,000.
mhm,
Everybody gonna be like, okay, now we want the physical.
yeah.
And I bet you Switch 2 would get this. I feel like Switch 2 and Switch is going to get the physical. And then
Well,
if
I wonder. I almost wonder if like the physical versions will wait until they see how well it sells. Plus, if Mina gets DLC, right? Like they
mhm,
they are like the reason why it didn't release on the physical didn't release on Switch right away is because they wanted to have everything on the cartridge, like all the DLC on the cartridge, right? So like I don't know. I think the only thing that's not on the cartridge is the multiplayer stuff, like the Smash Brothers mode,
yeah,
which is something I
because
think they just decided to do later.
I think the Wii U version didn't get the Wii U version get
Wii
the
U version didn't
DLC.
get any DLC.
It was just the game itself, and then they re-released it when it came to Switch
Yeah,
on cartridge. Okay,
yeah. So, um, we love Shovel Knight. I hope it, you know, I hope that this doesn't spell doom for the studio, right? Like we love them
yeah,
and we'll be buying it. So there's two copies at least.
yeah.
All right, Ed. Speaking of releasing games, uh, there's a 6-year plan for the new Witcher trilogy. Yes, they confirmed that series adventure will be a trilogy, and they want to release it within 6 years, the whole trilogy in 6 years. Uh, Modern game development is slower than ever, and CD Projekt Red's plan to release its entire new Witcher trilogy within 6 years has many doubting it's achievable. Despite switching to Unreal Engine 5 and claiming future Witcher games will be made faster, the studio's history with long troubled projects like Cyberpunk 2077 and The Witcher 3, and the fact that The Witcher 4 still has no release window makes the timeline feel overly ambitious. With AAA games taking half a decade or more to develop at times, expecting 3 massive RPGs in 6 years seems like a promise likely to break. So, I have a theory on how they get these out faster. Um, I saw AI being thrown around. I wouldn't put it past CD Projekt Red to use AI, but that's not my theory. Um,
Mhm.
I wonder if it's going to be like a Yakuza situation where like they use the same setting for like the same landmass and world for 3 games,
Yeah,
and they just open up different like mission like I don't know, the missions you do will be different based on the game you're playing, essentially, right? And like some of the areas you visit more in one game and less in the other or something. I don't know. I almost wonder if that would be how it is. But like, I mean, looking at The Witcher 4 at the Unreal Fest or whatever, it's like,
yeah.
and I mean, I guess it gives them 3 years to make, in between each game, right? Like like when The Witcher 4 comes out, that'll be like day zero of getting these games out within 6 years, right? So like
Right.
3 years in between 4, 5, and 6 with it, and that's if you don't focus on DLC, right? Like plus they have 2 support studios now, and I don't. They
I
just
wouldn't be
opened that
surprised
studio
if
in Boston, right, to do the remake of the first one.
I wouldn't be surprised if those support studios are working or even building assets for 5 and 6.
I mean, I'm sure they are, and I'm sure like obviously like all the the character animation work and the powers and the weapons and stuff,
Mhm.
all that asset work will probably move over to each game, right? Like those, you're not going to redo all of that, but like,
Yeah.
man, 3 years in between each one seems like a real.
So I think this is not going to happen
Oh yeah, no, it's not
because
happening because they still got to put out the next Cyberpunk game, which they're also working on.
right, and I think this game is going to get delayed. Something's going to break. Some or somebody who didn't learn their lesson from Cyberpunk 2077 release is going to pull off the same thing.
The
And
only
you
thing I
are
can
and
think of, sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you were going to be
oh,
done.
sorry. I was just going to say that with the studio, reporting that hey, we need longer development time, unless they got 2,500 people working at that company plus, there's no way that the game is going to get made.
I mean, they do have a lot of people working there, right? Because like, I think the advantage they have is that they own GOG, right? Which is like the
Hmm.
second biggest PC store behind Steam. So like they do have that advantage to take their time on these things, but like I don't know, man. It just seems like a long time. It took them what 11 years to make Cyberpunk, right? That first announcement trailer was in 2013 with that,
Hmm.
the girl with the arm, like the knife arms in the like the middle of the city being arrested or whatever, right? Like that was the teaser trailer in
And then
2013.
all of that got changed in the final product.
Yeah. I still wish that game had a third person mode. I feel
I
like that game would have
Yeah,
been much better in third person, but that's my opinion.
yeah. I don't believe the 6 year thing is going to happen. I'm like, just make four, give it an ending. Don't leave everything hanging, and then make five a different game and six a different game. I'm like, uh, this trilogy. I'm like, you guys, it's going to be too long, and people are not going to care.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah.
and if the fourth one tanks, then that changes your whole. That's going to change your whole plan.
Yeah. Well, good luck, CD Projekt Red. Cyberpunk was good, not great, in my opinion. When I played it on the Xbox Series X when it first came out, the Xbox One version. It was fine. Uh, I played a lot of The Witcher 3 on the Switch, so if you bring it to Switch 2, that'll be great. Um,
Yeah.
so, uh, yeah. All right, Ed. Next story. Um, the next two are just kind of quick ones, but uh, Pikmin 4 sparks Switch 2 upgrade hopes after an odd eShop listing. So I only put this in here because I feel like they just announced that Pikmin 4 got one of those free upgrades or is getting a free upgrade. I feel like we talked about it on the show.
Yeah, I think like that, like about 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah.
Um, Pikmin 4 briefly showed up in an eShop section for games with Switch 2 enhancements, leading fans to think the upgrade might be coming. This listing appeared next to titles that do have Switch 2 updates, but Nintendo quickly removed it, suggesting it was a mistake. For now, Pikmin 4 still has no official 2 upgrade. But I feel like they announced it already. Did they not? Pikmin 4 was getting new updates for, or maybe it was just updates that, and they were saying it could,
Yeah, it was getting some updates, but it wasn't getting like an upgrade to play on Switch 2. Like, so it just was just like Switch 2 is getting those same updates, the same as like Switch 1.
hmm I would love a Switch 2 update for for Pikmin 4. Like if they made a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yeah.
Here, it's literally on Nintendo's website. Pikmin 4 sprouts a free update on Nintendo Switch this November, adding decor Pikmin and more. Uh, It doesn't say anything
What?
about Switch 2 though, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like how they if the it comes to Switch 2 is a upgrade for the frame rate and all of this stuff and
Hmm.
everything.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about free update on Switch 2, but out of all the
Which I
games they
think.
have, out of all the games that I would imagine honestly that
Mhm.
90% of Nintendo's first party games will have a Switch 2 update at some point.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. This is
I,
instead of like instead of like reselling you the game in a generation or two, right? In like a HD
mhm.
version or something. This is how they're going to like resell you the game essentially. Is like
Game.
you pay for the update or the physical. If you want physical, you have to buy the physical, right? So like
I,
I mean,
I think that's why.
I know the upgrade packs work on the Switch 1 versions of the game, but like
Yeah.
if you're playing the Switch 2 version, you're going to physical people are going to want the Switch 2 box, right? Like it's just
Which that's why I said that this probably pissed off the Sony execs because Sony was getting so much hate and negativity when they were doing something like this.
well, so was
Now that
Nintendo.
Nintendo's
I mean, Nintendo did too at the beginning. I mean, remember when people were mad that Breath of the Wild was $70 and it didn't include the DLC,
mm-hmm.
right? I mean, like people still got mad, but guess what? Guess how
And the
many
thing
units
so
the Switch 2 has sold, and guess which games are the
um,
best-selling games on the Switch 2?
I think they
the
both sold 1 million plus each.
the $80 Mario Kart version, and then I don't know, 2 Zelda games and a Donkey Kong game, all in top whatever. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like when everybody tried to boycott. You know, the internet said they were boycotting Hogwarts Legacy, and like it was the best-selling game that year. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like anything that people say they want or don't want, the opposite happens. Or like the Mirror's Edge thing, right? Where the entire internet apparently wanted a Mirror's Edge sequel, and EA made one, and it sold less than 200,000 copies or something.
That's crazy.
You know, so I don't know. Uh, I would love to see Pikmin 4 reemerge, though. That game was amazing.
Yeah, I could see it being on Switch 2 in the updated frame rate. I played at 60 frames per second and be like, ooh, this game's it runs better.
Mm-hmm.
But Pikmin 4 is a great game anyway, all around.
Yeah, it's an amazing game. All right, Ed. Let's do this last one here. Data miners have sparked hopes for Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC and Mario Kart World. Nintendo's news app was data mined. Nintendo Today supposedly uncovering Donkey Kong Bonanza themed assets, including upcoming appearances from King K. Rool and Critters, which has fans wondering if the villain might be added to Mario Kart World. The timing has fueled speculation essentially since both K. Rool and Void Kong are credited in the racer despite not being playable. While it could just be routine promotion, the discovery has fans hoping for DLC news. I mean, Mario Kart World seems ripe for like all first party games to have DLC at some point, right?
Yes.
Like you could have a Donkey Kong, maybe you just go to Donkey Kong Island or whatever, right? DK Island or the
Mm-hmm.
wherever the underground world or whatever, right? Like there's a lot you could do there. Splatoon would be an easy one. I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of potential here. I mean, we got Animal Crossing DLC in Mario Kart 8, so and Splatoon DLC for like the battle mode. So,
Yeah.
um,
I think Mario Kart World will get its own DLC like
mhm.
sometime in 2026. I just like give it time.
Mario Kart World seems like we're gonna release one major DLC a year to
Mm-hmm.
support it the for the lifespan of the Switch 2, or maybe even
Yeah.
into Switch 3, right? Like that just feels like a game ripe for DLC all the time to keep people coming back. Um, I don't know. I'm still the fact that Mario Kart 8 is better than World, but obviously World is the new one. So
Look. Can't deny facts. When Mario Kart 8 is still selling, the game making Nintendo get that money. So
Yeah.
smart move on Nintendo. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want World, but you want 8. Okay, fine. We'll take the $60. What are
Yeah.
we tripping about?
Yeah. I also
Because
I also wonder if like retro levels could be in DLC packs too, right? Like
mm-hmm.
I don't know how you fit them into the world or whatever. Maybe they're like on their own islands or whatever. You know, maybe you take a bridge to these other island level. Oh, I don't know, but um, Mario Kart World seems ripe for DLC, and I would like to see it because when a game's getting supported, that means only new cool things will happen. So,
Exactly.
oh, that's it for news, Ed. That's it. So I guess we'll head into Pack Watch.
Watch.
Here are the games you can purchase on your Nintendo Switch or Switch 2 this week. Skate Story Switch 2 Edition. You are a demon in the underworld, made out of glass and pain. The devil has given you a skateboard with a simple deal: skate to the moon and swallow it, and you shall be freed. Ollie, kickflip, and grind your way through the ash and smoke of the empty lands as you take on a seemingly impossible quest. Learn to master your weight and motion to conquer the weeping concrete. Savor the ritualistic beauty as you set your feet to pop a perfect kickflip. Great.
Hmm.
On 12.9, Farming Simulator Signature Edition. Switch your daily routine for a relaxing farming adventure. In a picturesque North American setting with wide open land and clear rivers, a Central European location with green fields between ponds, or a lush East Asian landscape filled with water-flooded rice paddies. Grow your farm, produce goods, and cultivate the agricultural empire of your dreams. Also on 12.9, Storm Lancers. You and your friend can just crash landed on an alien planet harboring a secret source of powerful magic. All of reality is on the verge of collapse, and two magical creatures have chosen you as their heroes. To save the planet, you'll fight, die, and bond with the Stormhearts to rise again, stronger, fiercer, and unstoppable.
That was in I think an indie world
Yeah, I think it was too.
presentation.
It was in something I remember.
Yeah.
Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. Made in close partnership with Games Workshop, Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader is a story-rich classical RPG from Owlcat Games, developers of the critically acclaimed game Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. They also did what was the other game they did? They did something else too. And also this week, Terminator 2D No Fate is coming out on 12/12. Experience the thrill of Terminator 2 Judgment Day with arcades action and pixel perfect graphics. In this unique story blending iconic scenes from the movie and original scenarios and multiple endings, humanity's fate is yours to decide. Well, good thing all the games I wanted came out this week or last week because none of them here are being purchased by me. Sorry.
I think besides Store Dancer for me, everything
Stormlancer's
else
RPG
was
or
good.
is a roguelike. I'm not buying it. Pass.
Oh, I know.
Gross.
But the Store Dancer is the one that stood out for me for this one. Everything else,
Yeah.
I can
Everything
pass.
else, like whatever. All right, here are the weekly updates, Ed.
Unless Aspire drops some heat too,
Jeez.
some more heat, and be like,
Please don't.
I'm before we get to the next part, Corey, that got me on my toes, Aspire now. Cause I'm just like, okay, when you gonna drop Rise? When you gonna drop Rise, drop Shadow.
They've
Like
run out of Star Wars games ports, so where are the next games? What's the next
I'm giving you
series?
look, I'm giving you a round of applause for that one, because that's so true.
I mean, seriously, what other Star Wars games do they have? The Clone Wars RTS? I don't think so.
Oh, that's true.
Oh man. Weekly updates, Ed.
Yes.
here are the major updates arriving on Nintendo Switch and Switch 2 this week. Nintendo's latest Switch 2 firmware update triggered new compatibility patches, fixing Mega Mall Story while revealing fresh issues in games like Streets of Rage 4 and Hazel Sky, alongside updates for titles such as Chrono Cross, Nier Automata, and Doom 1 and 2. Sonic Racing Crossworlds update introduces fresh gadgets, stronger anti-cheat, improved online features, and new Switch 2 edition, plus numerous balance changes and fixes. Also, if you did buy the Switch 1 version, there is an upgrade path now for this. I think it's $10. So if you have the Switch 1 version, you can upgrade to the Switch 2 version for $10 or your local equivalent. Summit Sphere is releasing The End, the final update for Anton Blast, on December 18th, adding 4 new bosses, a boss rush mode, new game modes including hard mode, 16 new spray cans, a fully revamped soundtrack, new achievements, 8 language support, and numerous bug fixes, giving fans one last chance to dive back into the Wario Land-inspired platformer. Mario Kart World's latest Switch 2 update, version 1.4.0, adds custom items, music improvements, online and course updates, and numerous fixes for items, collisions, and online play, improving overall gameplay and race stability. And then last but not least, Switch 2 exclusive Drag and Drive has received a second major update, version 1.2.0, adding survival tag to multiple modes, adjusting bots, improving stats tracking, fixing speed and terrain issues, and releasing an updated demo with tutorials and bot games playable anytime. I didn't see anything come out on NSL this week. There are 2 new Nintendo Music items, though. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, 7 tracks from that game have appeared on Nintendo Music, and then Donkey Kong Bonanza is also on there now.
Yeah, I know Metroid Prime 4, they did the music before the game came out, so I know they announced that.
Yeah. But that's it, Ed. That's all we got.
All right. Well, I'm quickly just gonna get into my final thought. This Thursday, we have the Game Awards, December 11th. So you guys can watch that on YouTube. Hopefully you guys got your votes in. I'm probably gonna be sneaking in and out at work to watch it or listen to it, and then I'm gonna watch it when I get home. To see all the trailers and see the winners and everything. I'm expecting it to be 3 hours. If some buffoonery goes on, I'll definitely know. Social media will let me know what it is. So, but yeah, hopefully people do watch it. Hopefully you guys got snacks and everything to watch it. So that's just my final thought. Hopefully the people that you guys nominated wins. I know everybody's eyes gonna be on Expedition 33. So I'm wishing that game good luck and everything, because Death Stranding 2 can't take it. Silk Song could take it. Like it can not Tropical Freeze. Bonanza could take it. Like any game could take it. So yeah, that's going to be my final thought. And last thing, Corey, I'm sorry. I wonder if there are going to be a lot of trailers dedicated to Switch 2 for games to be out.
Maybe. We'll see. I guess we never really know, but we'll see. By the way, Ed, side tangent. PlayStation 5 Pro console is $599 at Target this week.
Ooh.
If you can also buy a $500 Target gift card for $450. I don't know how that works though. It's just a Wario 64 post or a cheap ass gamer post. So I don't know how it works, but there you go. Free info. I told you I replaced my
Nice.
PlayStation, right? Did I tell you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, well, my final thought is hope everybody enjoys the Game Awards this week. Also, voting for the Bossies will be going up soon. I'm working on social media for that right now. So look out for that. We'll be.
Corey, how many episodes of Pow Block do we have left? Are we? We're probably going to discuss it offline.
I don't know.
Okay.
Who knows? Who's to say? We're wrapping up the show. We're ending it, guys. That's what Ed means. We're ending the show.
No.
Ed and I are ending our friendship.
No.
No more
You know,
talking.
I would literally be sad losing friendship to you. I've probably just like, man.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I won't.
I believe in you. But that's it, I think. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go crawl into bed and not sleep and play Hyrule Warriors. And then wake up at like 8 o'clock to go to my daughter's whatever that thing is she does, ballet recital.
Well, thank you for watching and or listening to this episode of Nintendo Pow Block. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share your thoughts in the comments, whether it's on today's topics or a new idea we can discuss in a future episode. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, consider us leaving us a rating and a nice review as it helps us with discoverability and reach. You can support Boss Rush on Patreon at patreon.com/BossRushNetwork at a tier that's right for you. You can even follow for free and gain access to all of our base shows on one feed. Thank you again for watching and or listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. Woohoo!
Goodbye. If you want to see how you can become a Patreon producer, head on over to patreon.com/BossRushNetwork. The Patreon producers for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Sana Dirrig, Francisco Santillan, and Christian S. Thanks for your continued support of the Boss Rush Network.